This is a quick demo of the My Health Topics application created for the Walgreens Health Challenge by Acsys Interactive. We'll start by typing the URL of the application, accesshealthguide.appspot.com, into the iPad address bar. Our first screen presents the user with our main search form, where the user can search for a topic, select a language, and enter their zip code for location-specific searching. On the right tab, we also stream the latest health news from the Medline Plus RSS feed. The results page displays summaries for the top 3 health topics that match the user's query. It also displays nearby hospitals in the area and a little information about them. As you can see, we have Google Maps integrated into the application, and the entire UI is optimized for the tablet with HTML5. The clinical trials area lists trials that are relevant to the condition that the user searched for. You can see at a glance what their status is. The Health Update section pulls from the FDA's own government health RSS feed. Health News pulls from the Medline Plus RSS health feed. If the user would like to share these results with someone, we have a sharing widget available that supports Facebook, Twitter, or email. We also, on the About screen, reference all the data sources that we utilize. Now, since the application is tablet optimized, we can't always be guaranteed that we'll be in portrait mode. Let's switch to landscape and see how it looks. You can see that everything scales very nicely to the new layout, and all the previous data is still available. Hospitals, Google Map, all scale to the size of the new screen. Now back on the original search page, you can see it too scales nicely to the landscape mode. Well, let's try adding a bookmark so we can easily access this later. Once we add it via the iPad's bookmarking system, it'll appear on the home screen, making it easy to find this in the future. Let's try out the language switching feature that we mentioned. We'll go ahead and search for asthma. Also, let's enter a zip code so that we can get some location-specific results returned. Notice how the UI itself has changed to accommodate the Spanish language selection. Now that we've got our results, you can see we're still getting the top 3 topics returned, but they're in Spanish. Medline Plus doesn't actually support Spanish as an option, so what we've done is utilize Google Translate to do an on-the-fly translation. It's still fairly quick and seamless to the users. The RSS feeds down here actually support Spanish natively, so we've just gone ahead and pulled those in. You can see up here that the UI has also changed to accommodate Spanish. The language options are preserved page to page. So even on the first search page, the news has been translated into Spanish. One feature we haven't talked about is that we support searching by ICD-9 code as well. It's just a matter of toggling that radio button between keyword and ICD-9. Also on the main search screen, you may get a prompt asking for your location. That's because we take advantage of the HTML5 geolocation support to automatically get the zip code if it's available. As you can see, we get the same results as if we had done a keyword-based search. All the data sources, including location feeds, are still available. Now that you've got a taste for the interface, let's check out the API itself. It's the same URL as before, except with the /API at the end of it. This page acts as a wrapper for all the services we support. It provides a standardized set of parameters so that switching between a different feed doesn't require learning an additional set of API commands. Each service supports returning in either XML or JSON. You can also select whether you'd like English or Spanish if the service supports language selection. Google Translate is available through the API as well in case you need to do some custom translations. All of our wrapper services have been built in Python and optimized for speed to make doing queries from a mobile environment as painless as possible. As you can see, all of our services support test queries from this page, so trying out different parameters and such is a relatively easy task. The results are returned to the browser and you can save in XML or JSON. That's pretty much it. We thank you for your time and hope you've enjoyed this presentation.